Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another enlightening video. Today marks the start of Celeste Brawls, and timing couldn't be more critical. The first day always sets the tone, and I've got a strategy that will give you the edge before defenses shift and the chaos begins. Stick with me, because there's one detail in particular that can make or break your early wins. If you want to try Hero Wars, you can use my link below. It helps support the channel and allows me to keep making these videos full-time for you. Every click makes a difference, and it ensures I can keep testing teams, strategies, and events to give you the most reliable advice possible. Today I'm going to do something simple yet powerful. We'll use just one team across all our offenses. I don't want to overcomplicate things with multiple team rotations or confusing alternatives. The goal here is speed and efficiency. The faster you finish your brawls, the better your chances of securing rewards before other players start adjusting their defenses. Many people waste time switching teams, but if you can rely on one consistent lineup, you'll stay ahead of the curve and avoid unnecessary delays. So, let's break down the team I'm recommending and explain why each hero, pet, and choice fits together so well. The team composition is straightforward: Lyria with Oliver, Kira with Vex, Celeste with Merlin, Sebastian with Albus, and Lara Croft with Mara. The team pet is either Chorus or Axel. Now, I want to be clear here, Axel will perform better in most cases, because his shield reduces incoming burst damage across the entire team. However, if the enemy lineup contains Lara Croft, then Axel is not the best option, and you should avoid him. That's where Chorus comes in, providing control resistance against stuns and other effects. In my personal battles, I leaned toward Chorus. But you don't have to. If you're confident you won't be facing heavy stun effects, Axel will usually give your team a safer path to victory. Each hero in this lineup plays an important role. Lyria, paired with Oliver, is there to anchor the front line with stability and survivability. Oliver enhances her durability, making sure she holds up under pressure. Kira with Vex brings the raw physical damage output. She's the hammer of this team, capable of breaking through even thick defenses when properly supported. Celeste with Merlin covers both offense and sustain. Her skill set lets her flip between healing allies and denying enemy healing, while Merlin boosts her magical effectiveness. Sebastian with Albus is the backbone of consistency. Sebastian clears out debuffs, protects your team, and enhances critical damage. With Albus, he adds extra pure damage output, which scales very well in longer fights. Finally, Lara Croft with Mara rounds out the composition as another source of high-pressure damage. Mara boosts her critical hits, making Lara even deadlier. Altogether, this setup is designed to hit fast, clear obstacles quickly, and keep the momentum rolling from one battle to the next. When players are slow to change their defenses, this team can tear through multiple opponents with minimal adjustment on your part. The key is to move quickly before defenses shift, because once opponents adapt, the element of surprise disappears. That's why I strongly recommend finishing your brawls as early as possible. Tomorrow, I'll change strategies again and give you fresh options. That way you'll always stay one step ahead of the competition. For now, though, this team alone should carry you very far. Of course, no team is without weaknesses, and it's important to know what to watch out for. Ishmael is the first potential problem. Now, let me clarify, not all Ishmael teams are dangerous. Some can be handled easily, but certain Ishmael setups can cause real trouble if you're not careful. Ishmael's critical hits and lifesteal make him a monster in specific conditions. If he's properly supported, he can overwhelm your front line before your damage dealers have time to respond. If you see Ishmael in the enemy lineup, approach with caution. Don't blindly assume your team will win just because it succeeded in earlier fights. Check the rest of the composition and decide carefully whether to engage. The second big threat is Helios. This is one of the most dangerous heroes to face with this setup. Helios punishes critical hits severely, and since both Kira and Lara Croft lean heavily on crits for their damage, Helios can completely flip the battle against you. I won't go into deep details about Helios teams here, because I want all of you to have the chance to succeed without overcomplicating things. But the rule of thumb is simple: if possible, avoid Helios altogether. If you see him in the lineup, it's usually smarter to pick another target. That being said, you will see in my footage that I did manage to win against both Helios and Ishmael teams. These victories are possible if things line up correctly, and sometimes raw power and synergy can push you through. However, they are higher risk battles, and I don't want you to waste opportunities. So take the safer route whenever you can. Let me give you an idea of how the battles went overall. With this team, I only lost a single match. And even in that loss, it wasn't a hopeless fight. It had a high chance of success, but one or two small factors didn't go my way. That's an excellent record, and it shows just how reliable this team composition can be. That's it for today's strategy. Use this team, play smart, and you'll see how effective it can be. And remember, this is just the beginning. Tomorrow I'll be back with new ideas to keep you ahead of the meta, and ensure you stay on top of your brawls. So, to wrap it up, today we covered exactly how to approach Celeste Brawls from day one, the team setups that give you the strongest start, and the key dangers you need to watch out for. If you take this strategy into battle, you'll be ahead of most players before they even know what's happening. Now I'd love to hear from you. What teams are you running in your brawls, and how have your results been so far? Drop your experiences in the comments. Your insights might just help another Guardian of Dominion. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead with more strategies, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next guide. Until then, play smart, strike fast, and keep pushing for victory. Salute and friendship.